Everyone thinks T-Rex was the ultimate nightmare. Big teeth, massive jaws, king of the dinosaurs. But here's the uncomfortable truth. If you were actually dropped into the prehistoric world, T-Rex wouldn't be the thing you'd fear most. It was loud, obvious, and built to finish fights fast. Some prehistoric predators were smarter, faster, more patient, and far more terrifying. These are the creatures that would have made T-Rex look like a warning sign instead of the real danger. Utahraptor is one of the most underestimated predators ever discovered. When people hear raptor, they imagine something small and quick. Utahraptor was nearly 20 feet long, weighed over 1,000 pounds, and carried a massive sickle-shaped claw designed to hook into flesh. What made it truly horrifying wasn't the claw, it was behavior. Utahraptor likely hunted in groups, meaning you wouldn't be chased, you'd be surrounded. You wouldn't notice the attack until it was already coordinated, and by then, escape wouldn't be possible. Spinosaurus was not just bigger than T-Rex, it was unpredictable. It had a long crocodile-like snout, a powerful tail built for swimming, and a massive sail on its back that scientists still debate. Unlike T-Rex, Spinosaurus hunted in water as well as on land. Rivers, swamps, and shorelines were its territory. Water wouldn't be an escape, it would be a trap. The idea that a predator that large could move silently through water makes Spinosaurus far more frightening than any land-only hunter.
Giganotosaurus killed in a completely different way than T-Rex. Instead of crushing bone with brute force, it relied on long jaws and razor-edged teeth designed to slice flesh. This wasn't about one fatal bite. It was about bleeding prey until it collapsed. You wouldn't die instantly, you'd be injured, slowed, and chased until exhaustion finished the job. That slow, relentless approach is what makes Giganotosaurus more disturbing than a predator that kills quickly.
Carcharodontosaurus took slicing to an extreme. Its name literally means shark-toothed lizard, and the comparison is accurate. Thin, blade-like teeth were built to tear chunks of meat clean off prey. It didn't crush, it carved. A predator that kills the way a great white does, but on land and at full sprint, is the kind of animal that doesn't just kill, it traumatizes anything that survives long enough to realize what's happening.
Therizinosaurus is terrifying because it doesn't look like a typical predator. And you're right, it wasn't a predator, it was an herbivore. Each claw was over 3 feet long, and those claws were mostly used to pull down tree branches to eat vegetation, dig, and protect itself from the predators of its time. The danger with Therizinosaurus is hesitation. You wouldn't recognize it as a threat immediately, and that moment of confusion could be fatal.
Megaraptor is often misunderstood, but it was built to grab and hold prey rather than deliver a single bite. Its most dangerous weapons weren't on its feet, they were massive claws on its hands. Once Megaraptor latched onto something, escape wasn't an option. T-Rex killed by releasing after a bite. Megaraptor killed by refusing to let go, turning every struggle into a losing one. Allosaurus was a master of persistence. It didn't rely on instant death. Fossil evidence shows prey animals survived initial attacks, meaning Allosaurus would wound, retreat, and return later. It caused shock, blood loss, and exhaustion before finishing the kill. That means encounters weren't over after the first strike. Allosaurus turned survival into a countdown, which makes it one of the most psychologically terrifying predators of its time. Dromaeosaurus as a group were dangerous not because of size, but because of coordination. Fast, agile, and intelligent, they likely worked together to overwhelm prey. One distracted, one attacked from the side, another went for the neck. You wouldn't be fighting a single animal, you'd be reacting to a system designed to fail you from every angle. Prehistoric crocodilians like Deinosuchus and Sarcosuchus may not have been dinosaurs, but they were some of the most terrifying predators ever to exist. These were crocodiles the size of buses. They didn't roar or chase, they waited. Water moved slightly and then there was nothing. At least T-Rex let you hear it coming. These animals killed without ever being seen. So why does T-Rex get all the fear? Because it's simple. Big skull, big teeth, easy to understand. But real fear isn't about size, it's about surprise, intelligence, and how long it takes to die. T-Rex was a finisher. These creatures were hunters, and if you were actually there, they're the ones you'd never see coming.